Hi again, this is Rick with AmazingAccuracy.com, and today is February 2nd, 2012. We are currently looking at the daily chart of Lean Hogs. Now, what I'm doing here is simply a recap. I haven't done a video recap on Lean Hogs in some time. The last time I put out the video was forecasting that Lean Hogs was a buy, and I had mentioned to buy right here, and as you can see, that was the absolute bottom of Lean Hogs as prices continued to move higher up till today, as you can see right here. Now, this is not over yet for Lean Hogs. It is nearing a topping area where it will start to correct basis the weekly time frame. However, all I wanted to do in this video here is just show you what has occurred since my last forecast. What we have done though, however, is for the majority of us, we did not write it from here all the way to here, but we actually exited, if I can get my pin working here, we exited our first trade here after getting in here, and then we re-established our trade here, and we have been in it ever since re-establishing it here. Now, you didn't get to see the re-established trade because this was produced on our private trading membership forum. However, you were given the information that Lean Hogs was going to be strong bullish, which it clearly has been since the time I put out that last video. Now, let me show you, pull up the browser here and get that in the camera there. And okay. Whoops. So sorry, let me get back in there again. Okay. Alright. Now we can see here that I made this post in our private forum on January 11th. And here I'm alerting the membership, okay, to look for prices to break up, and mentioned right here, good buying location. Let me scroll down here and let's see here. Alright, it is my opinion that a breakout above this line is as good a buy as any. Okay, and so the mentioned here is that this would be a good place to buy. I marked it with an arrow. Alright, and again, that was on January 11th under Get Ready for Lean Hogs. Okay, and let me get out of this now. And so that was right here, which is the very bottom you see right highlighted right here. And then, of course, it has taken off. As a matter of fact, I even put out another post for right here, which was the next higher bottom that's in Lean Hogs. This was January 20th. Let me pull that browser up again. Okay, now let me show you this one here. Okay, this here is referring to the post I did on 118. You know what, let's just go to 118 here. There it is. There's the post. Let me try to get this all to fit. Alright, Lean Hogs weekly cycle turned up as we expected. Target is this week. Okay, I didn't happen to look at that. Week ending 2-3, that 2-3 is tomorrow. So that was our initial target. It could even go a little higher before pulling back. But anyway, this week was the initial target. We'll continue to ride this on the long side. And then I say right here, okay, look for another possible buy setup within the current DTD, that's daily turn date 119. Well, we got that because this here is daily turn date DDT 119 right here, and on the 120th we ended up getting this buy setup. So I said to look for a potential buy setup in DDT 19, and this was back when we were still making higher highs. So when we got this pullback here, this gave us a buy setup, and we bought right here. Okay, and so you can see that we were filled long today. Okay, so we took off on here and we cashed out, and then we bought again here, and then we bought again here. So we're just catching all the perfect spots here in this lean hogs market. And then, as you already know, we are now, this is where we entered again, and prices came down but never took us out, and then continued up higher up until this week, which is week in E23. So in my previous videos, you've seen that I've made the predictions for the tops and the bottoms all along the way here in lean hogs. And as a trader trading this information within our membership, just a lot of profits sitting there to be picked off by those who follow this information. You can see for yourself how precise this information has been and how profitable it would have been for those who've taken these trades. So I share this with you because, well, first and foremost, you can't argue with video proof, especially when things are being posted on video ahead of time. And there are a lot of people in this business, or a lot of people who are looking for a better way to trade. And when you mention to them that you know, there is a service like AmazingAccuracy.com that actually provides such precision timing for trades in the futures and commodities markets, which includes, of course, the S&P 500, which is the stock market, and the Forex, of course, because we trade the futures currencies. They say, oh, hogwash, nobody can do that. That's impossible. The markets are random. Well, clearly they're not. You know, one video, one forecast maybe is, you know, you could call it lucky. Some people say, you know, the clock's, a broken clock is right twice a day. Okay, but just one video after another, and just ongoing market forecasts for years after years. Clearly, folks, if you're trying to save your money but trying to do this all yourself, that's fine, but you're going to end up literally just spending more and not making anything in your account, and you're just wasting a lot of time. Invest in yourself, invest in your trading. If you trade the futures, commodities, forex markets, seriously, you need to get involved with our membership, now in its 16th year. AmazingAccuracy.com. Thanks again for watching.